She's very humble. She doesn't give out the numbers like I'm going to give you. I'm going to talk to you. I like straight talk. I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to tell you exactly the kind of numbers that we're pulling in, both unit and money-wise. And the reason I'm going to do that is because at the end, when I'm done talking about that, I'm gonna pull back to what the charts were saying. What Anna was talking about earlier about how if you grow your business, the things that happen, not only in the division and the district, but you and your personal business and your unit as well. So let's get to the good part. And this wasn't here all from the beginning. The kind of money that we've been making the last 2 years, just started basically 2 years ago, where we were able to double our business and grow our teams. So let me tell you what happens when you make a lot of money. When you start making a lot of money, your entire life changes. Everything changes, and I'm going to explain to you why. It changes with the clothes that you wear. You buy nicer clothes. Obviously, you can afford it. It changes with the schools that your kids go to. We were able to put our son into a private school. It changes the house that you live in, because you obviously can afford a bigger home or a better neighborhood. It changes the car you drive. The kind of car that you drive, you're obviously not going to drive that car with that loud muffler that they mentioned earlier, right? You're going to buy a new car, or a better car, or another car. Maybe you want 2 cars instead of 1. And that's what we did last year. We bought 2 brand new cars. And it changes the food that you eat. It changes the quantity of the food, and not just the quality. Can you imagine if you're making good money and you're going to go to McDonald's and Burger King every day? No. You're going to go to the nicer restaurants. You're going to, go out to dinner to the nicer places. So it changes your quality of life when you start making big money. So it's not just the material aspects. Bear with me. I'm just giving you the numbers. But it also changes your life. Your family. You're able to help others economically. You're able to teach others personal growth and be a positive influence to your children, to your family, your friends, your neighbors, and even at the place of worship, like I mentioned here earlier. Be able to go and be a positive influence to other people, and that's what this business does for you. Okay, so let's talk about money. The worst campaign that I've ever seen, and that was back in 2007, was when we met Anna one evening in Dallas, Texas, in the lobby of the hotel, and I think our income was $1,600. We were devastated because in 2 weeks we made $1,600. To us, that's terrible. It is. So because we expected so much more, because we had that vision and that goal that we wanted to do more. We wanted to be seniors and we wanted to make more money, and we weren't going to stand for $1,600. Some people, that's great money, but we had bigger expectations because we were willing to put in more. And because we were willing to do that, we grew our business double, like Milagros said earlier. And it takes time to do that. And let me tell you, hasn't been all glory and everything hasn't been great. We've lost our title for 2 years in a row. And then I hear people say, oh my God, I'm down on the ground, I lost a unit leader. Are you kidding me? We lost 3 executive unit leaders over our time with Avon. Has anybody in here lost it pretty well? Well,
it hurts.
It's devastating.
Why would an executive unit leader leave?
For various amounts of reasons. It happens.
Different circumstances.
Okay.
Tons of circumstances. One of ours got deported, just to give you an example. It happens. So, going on to it, our highest campaign, $11,000. What can you do with $11,000 in 2 weeks?
Wow.
Isn't that a lot of money? Isn't that impacting?
I'm sure you smiled all the way to the bank.
Absolutely. So, what was the turning point? Every time that I come up here and I get to talk to a group, I wish there was more people here because the training today was amazing. It really was. I didn't expect this. I think it's the things that I saw up here today on the board, and the presentation that you did. I wish you were in my drama. It was amazing. I really have to say. And I want to also back up, and I didn't say it earlier, but now that I have your attention, since I'm talking about money, I'm going to say it now. I know that Anna Sabrina and a lot of these managers are new to your team, and I want you to know something. You are all in good hands. Every one of you are in good hands. And I'm letting you know, because you don't know, that with this lady, you are all gonna make money. I'm talking to the man. Absolutely. We've been working with her for a long time, and we have trust in her, and we believe that she is the tool that you need to grow your business. Okay? Just like a plumber has his tools, or a guy that does roofing has his ladder, you have Anna, and you're on the right track. So remember that, because you're going to see it. You're going to see it. It's happening right now. It's already happening. So let's go back to the money. At the beginning, believe it or not, I was not involved in this business whatsoever. I have my job, I have my career, that's my passion, that's where I wanted to be. And I said, you know, Milagros, that's, you know, you're crazy, that's your thing, go for it. So for 2 years, I was an obstacle. And the reason I say that is because I know that there are people in this room right now that have that obstacle at home. So for 2 years, I was that obstacle. I was the guy who complained, I was the guy who said, hey, you know, where are you going and why? And get these boxes out of my way. You know, that was me. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because Milagros was the one that took the time, who had the patience and the knowledge to show me and say, hey, Carlos, you know, look, sit down, let me show you this. Let me show you, look at the numbers. Look what I'm doing. Look what's going on. And she didn't just do that once. She did it for a very long time. And she had the patience to show me where this business can take our lives and what it could do for us. So it wasn't just my great salary, you know, because here I was thinking I was all high and mighty, until I walked to the mailbox one day after doing 48 hours of overtime, and I said, oh man, I raked in the money this campaign. I said to myself, I made this, not this campaign, this bi-weekly. I said, you know, I worked 48 hours of overtime, you know, I'm making great money, I'm on a specialized unit, you know, I'm so happy, the world is mine, right? So I walked to the mailbox, which by the way is 150 feet away, and I go over there, I open the mailbox, and there's a blue check. And you all know what blue checks are, right? Okay, so I opened the blue check, and I brought in $4,800. But I worked 96 hours, plus an additional 48 hours of overtime. Now, like Anna was talking about earlier, she says, you know, Carlos is fireman. Well, I dealt with blood, I dealt with death, violence, fire, accidents, all these hazardous things. Right, I'm thinking, exactly, and I'm thinking, you know, so I opened the check, and Milagros has a check for $5,000. I said, you know what, I give up. I'm fighting a losing battle. Milagros did all of this from home. She didn't have to go to work. She didn't have to go out there and deal with the public. She didn't expose herself to danger. Absolutely. So I decided, you know, this is it. This is where I need to be. You know, I'm killing myself when all I have to do is join her and become an integral part of her team. And ever since, that's what we've been doing. We've been working together and trying to grow this business just like all of you are here today. And the fact that you're sitting here today tells me that you're willing to do that. So there was a word up here on the screen that drew my attention, and the word is next. What's next in your team? What are you going to do next? What's going to happen to your team, your income, your growth, and your business next when you leave this room today? That's what the question you need to ask yourself. What are you going to do next? Okay, and that's what we do every day. We sit down every day and we talk to each other and we say, hey, what are we going to do next? Who are we going to talk to next? What's next? What are your next goals? How do you want to do it? You know, and you discuss these business issues. So, one last thing to finish, because I don't want to lose you all, is how do you grow your business? And I've noticed that a lot of us, including me, okay, at times we have issues with confidence. I feel that one of the main reasons that all of us have issues going out there and talking to the public is because we lack confidence. It's hard, like Anna said, it takes confidence to stand right here and just talk to a small group of ladies like yourself. You have to build that confidence, but you know where building confidence comes from? Being prepared, being trained, and knowing your business. When you come to these events and you learn from what they put on this board and they teach you the charts and they show you, hey, look, this is how you grow your business, follow this plan, listen to your manager. When you do that, you develop the confidence that you need to succeed. And that's why we're here, because you need to build confidence. Now, I'm going to give you a story. So I'm a fireman. I'm up on a 420-foot building over on the East Coast in the beach that they're building. A guy falls 10 floors onto his head. Who's going to go up and get this guy? So they call the specialized fireman. Of course, I volunteered because I'm an adrenaline junkie. All right, I'm up there. I'm going. Guys looked at me like, are you crazy? It's 420 feet up in the air on a rope. I had the confidence to go up there and do that because I had the training to do that. And that's what I've been training my whole life for. I waited 18 years for that call. That's what I wanted to do. And then this is your calling. This is your 911 call. This is what all of you here in this room have been waiting for. Learn from your leaders. Take the training online. Develop your business. Grow your team. Build the confidence that you need to excel in this business. And when you do that, you're going to start seeing those blue checks in the mail. Did you know, does anybody in here know that you can collect 4 checks a campaign? Did anybody know that? 4 separate checks? Did you know that that's what we're doing? 4 different types of income that's coming in every 2 weeks, not just
What are they?
leadership bonus check. No, I'm going to tell you. I have to tell you. Believe in your success bonuses. Those vary anywhere. They're $25 and they go up depending on how many people you have that you develop. So you have the Believe in Your Success bonuses. You have the car allowance. You have your personal sales and your senior executive unit leader checks. Your leadership bonus checks. So you got 4 different checks coming in. If you add that up, simple math, we're averaging anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000 every 2 weeks. And then one of the things that we did, not to just stand here and say it, one of the things that we did, I'm sure Milagros has copies of it, is that we shared with our team our 1099s. We said, hey, look how much money we made. Here it is, black and white. We make who does that? Nobody. But we need to gain credibility, not just stand here and say, hey, oh yeah, we're making a lot of money. I wear nice clothes. Oh, look how much money I make. No, here it is. I'm going to show it to you. This is how much money we're making. And you gain that credibility. And if it's not your check, because your check is not big enough, show them mine. Show them somebody else's. That's what we did. We showed Lisa Wilbur's check forever.
We still do.
We still do. Her checks are still bigger. Now, I want to say something else. With Avon, there's over 100. There's a list of 100 senior executive union leaders that make. They're the top people, the top earners that make a lot of money, right? So we're on the list. We're currently ranked anywhere from 50 to 45. Up and down. It varies from campaign to campaign. But the reason I say that is because we personally know the other 40 or 50. And we know that they're making a whole lot of money than we are. So it's not just my testimony, it's theirs as well. And their testimony serves us, the fact that they're making that much money, and that it is possible, and that it is true, and that it is possible for you as well. Yes, it's hard work. Yeah, I know it's hot. Yes, it's raining. Yes, it gets cold in January. I understand that. But you know what? When you make that commitment, like we talked about earlier, and you say, hey, I'm going to do this, that's when your life is going to change. Everything about you is going to change. Everything about your family. You're going to be able to do everything else that we talked about here earlier. It's going to happen for you. It happened for us, and we're no better than you are. We're all in the same family. We're here together to help each other grow. Not everyone is willing to stand up here and share like Milagros and I are, but the reason we do that is because we didn't have an upline. We didn't have an upline, so we want to help all of you do that. I'm not being paid to be here. I'm here because we want to help you, because we want to see Hannah develop all of you like she helped develop us. So we're giving back. Okay.